Hi there, I'm Budda and you're watching Dr. Guitar, a show for all you guitarists out there. In today's episode, I'm showing you a free mod that you can do to your modern Les Paul to make it sound vintagey and beautiful without spending any money. But first of all, let me thank my dear patrons for supporting the show. And of course, if you want to become a patron, it's super simple. You go to the link and you'll be getting early access to episodes, a free video lesson every week, and a free backing track every month. Of course, my huge thank you. So I was thinking of changing the pickups on my Les Paul. This is a 93 gold top 1960 classic Les Paul. So the model is classic 1960, but I bought it in 93 new. So it's my third guitar and the first vintage spec or vintage style guitar I had. I had a Fender with Floyd Rose, then Joe Satriani in 95 or something like that. And this was a 1903 guitar I bought probably in 96 or 97. I loved it. I played more aggressive music, so it was really heavy. But then I started to play more single coil style guitars like Fender, Tele, and of course my Nags, and now my Futone signature model. And I always gravitated more towards single coil sound because of the brightness of it. And this guitar was too woolly, too muffled. I could never get a clean, sparkly tone. But I was wondering, like Les Paul, the guy who designed the guitar, actually played really clean and really beautiful, shiny, clean sounds, jazzy sounds, not rock and roll sounds. Jimmy Page had an incredible, bright sound. So I was thinking probably it's my pickups that are that good. And I played a guitar in Israel, in Tel Aviv, when we went there to play, and I played it in a huge guitar shop, and I was blown away. A 59 reissue, an R9, and it was incredible. The brightness, it sounded like a Tele with way more balls than a Tele, and the volume controls worked perfectly. So I thought, like, it's probably the pickups. I was about to change it, and I came across a video on YouTube talking about the 50's wiring, and I was like, let me just check it. And the 50's wiring turns out to be a super simple mod. So instead of using the classic, the modern wiring, which gets you a lot more pot rotation, so it's more linear, but it's dark sounding. It's not very bright, and the interaction between tone and volume are not that good. So usually what I would get in my Les Paul would be something like this: clean tone, neck pickup, which is okay if you want to play jazz or jazzy leaks and create stuff like bossa nova. I did it a lot. It's a warm guitar. But if you want to play bluesy rock chords with the neck pickup, it's too woolly. There's no note definition, at least to my taste. So I swapped the guitar to the 50's wiring, and it's just basically changing the tone capacitor plugged into the middle lug on the volume knob and one of the outside lugs on the tone knob. And it's just switching that. So outside lug on the volume knob, middle lug on the tone knob. And it's incredible, the difference. It's just incredible. The guitar became bright. In the neck pickup. So I have my bridge pickup sounding like a Tele, and I'm plugging into the Lone Star in the clean channel. kind of a little harder telly, but if I move the volume to 6, for example, becomes kind of cleaner, even with me playing it harder. Middle position. And I can play the James Brownish thing. It's funky like hell, but I can also play it on the neck pickup. Lovely, lovely guitar. And that was just a free mod of just soldering the tone capacitor to a different lug, and that's it. Not spending money at all. I have the burst buckers here, burst bucker Pro, or it's quieter, the neck, but it's still bigger sounding because the neck pickup always sounds too big on a Les Paul guitar. And since we have on the Les Paul, there's 4 knobs, a volume and a tone for each pickup. You can get a lot of different tones, like Jimmy Page did it a lot, and I always show this trick. Having the amp on overdrive, so having it to overdrive quite a lot. On the neck pickup, you can clean it by putting the volume on 3, for example. Even on 2. 3. Jimmy Page plays, for example, Ramble On. He played live, clean tone on the neck pickup, and then he goes up to the bridge for the drive. We can get like clean tone, drive tone with just the guitar. But I can also clean the guitar on the bridge and have a lot of different tones in between. So using the volume on 3 on the bridge, or in half. All this kind of stuff, and then I can have the full blast. Just loving it. Then on the neck pickup, before I had the 50's wiring, whenever I use distortion or overdrive on the neck pickup, I would get the woman tone, like very woolly. Which is basically turning down the tone knob and using the neck pickup. Now I get kind of a Strat neck pickup. It has the bite of a Strat. But then it has all the mid-range of Les Paul, so it's still thicker, way thicker than a Strat. But it has the bite, the brightness on top. I love it. So basically, I got myself a new, lovely guitar. I love this because if I have to take a guitar to a gig, this could be one, because I could take it and I have just one tone on the amp and all I need in between. So if I want less distortion, if I want a jazzier tone, I will mellow up the tone here. A funkier tone, I can make quiet the bridge pickup and use both pickups. Both set to 4, for example. Oh, it's a very versatile guitar with the volume knobs, and I'm telling you the numbers on the knobs. But for example, I had both on 4. I had to lower the bridge to 1.5. I do it by feel, not by looking at the numbers. I'm just telling you the numbers so you can have a perspective on it. But I always like, if it's too mid-rangey, honky, take off the bridge. Keep in mind, I still have my amp like this. And for example, if I want that, I love this tone, like having overdrive, both pickups on, and then cutting a little on the bridge pickup, it gets me that B.B. King tone. That 335 tone, Clapton uses it a lot. I don't know if he does it like this, but it sounds like this to me, because you still have the bite and the brightness of the neck pickup, but then the mid-range, the treble pickup is kind of giving you a darker tone. So you have like a fuzzy tone with almost no overdrive. So you have all the fuzziness because of the bridge pickup, but then you have all the clarity because you have a full volume. So hear the difference. Both pickups fully on. It's lovely. It's lovely. And I thought I had to share this with you because it's a free thing you can do to your guitar. It changed the tone completely. It's a new guitar for me now. I'm loving to play it and to have it to play. It was set in the back. I never used it because it always sounded too woolly. I used it only for rock thing, like if I want to play. And even harder, but I never thought of it as a guitar that do it all, and now it does. Now it really does, and I'm really happy I did it. So it's a free mod you can do yourself, and I hope this is helpful for you. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. You know, if you want to support us, you can become a patron or contribute to the tip jar on PayPal. And of course, if you're interested in guitar lessons with me, just hit me an email or a direct message via Instagram or Facebook, and we'll deal with it from there. I teach via Skype or via Google Meets or whatever platform available, so I can teach all over the world. If you want, leave your thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps. But I just hope you liked it. See you next week. Bye-bye.